we're back again to give you our theory, our player pool of the week of week 3. There's a lot of value this week, but I think in unique spots where it's at quarterback, which obviously if you had like 2 wide receiver values, you have to decide, do I want to play one of them? Do I want to play both of them? So now being quarterback is always a unique kind of value position. And like last week it was Mac Jones, but there was no one really priced around him. Where this week we have Mariota now, we have Carson Wentz. You could even pay up and be a bit contrarian and still go with like Browning or believe in Daniel Jones. So there's a lot of like leverage spots that you could do. And here's the thing, of the highest, the spread. What am I trying to say? The point total, I'm all excited this week, but the point total for the Cowboys-Bears game is extremely high. Everyone thought Caleb Williams was a good price, but now with the 4K, there's a big difference. So I think this week it's just got a lot more interesting in how you can build. So we will get to the DFS build shortly, but we should kind of recap our spread picks and get to that as well. Donnie, do you have that number generator up?
I do. What do we want for numbers? I'm feeling I'll go 10.
88.
You say 8?
88.
I'll go 8 because we just had a spirited conversation.
31. I hate this. Why am I? No. All right. What is our show pick? Do we have one that we?
I think we all agreed that the Chiefs over the Giants for the survivor pick is the pick.
Yeah, the survivor pick and our spread as a show pick would be.
I can look it up.
Kind of like Panthers plus 5.5.
Yeah, I won't mess it up this week. We definitely will take the Chiefs.
Is there anything you're seeing?
Definitely goes to the Chiefs. Show pick. I'm kind of going to stay away from my homer picks. They've been not helping me for the start of the year.
Right.
So I'd rather not pick the Panthers, but
I could do Cowboys minus 1.5.
I honestly don't know how that game's going to go.
I can see Ben Johnson getting his first win in that game. The offense to me has never been the problem.
Dallas hasn't shown like the willingness to just go out and put up points. They're just more like controlling the game.
Yeah.
So I don't know, unless Chicago is putting up points, I don't know that game actually gets pushed the way it needs to.
Could be. And Donnie's right. The Bears are really injured.
To be fair, it took me a while to try to find a couple of spread picks I even liked for myself.
Could do Chargers minus 2.5. Denver hasn't looked ready.
That's the one I would recommend. I thought maybe I could get you guys on that one.
Chargers
I could see that one. I could take that one.
Okay, so Chargers by a field goal.
Yeah. By the way, I do think just quickly on that game, I'll be faster because I know we got a hard out. But Justin Herbert, I think it would be a good bet if you were in the MVP market. Like he's looked really good, and I think you can get good numbers on him as well. I might consider that this afternoon myself. It usually goes to a quarterback. I think Justin Herbert's kind of going underappreciated in that role.
All right.
So
first pick is going to be me.
It's your pick, 9.
I am going to I don't like doing it, but I feel like I got to just go homer here. If Patriots are underdogs, I know it's in New England. The Patriots, they buy into wearing that old red jersey. I'm just going to take the Patriots as the underdog at home, plus 1.5.
You're getting some points. I actually like it. I'm not a believer in Aaron Rodgers. That's all I'll say. I just don't think I think he's the worst quarterback in the league starting this week, and that includes Carson Wentz and Marcus Mariota. I just don't believe in it.
I thought I had a bad take on. I thought I was exacerbating.
Worst is crazy.
Good Lord.
Worst is crazy, but he's not good. He's definitely bottom 10 starting quarterback.
Yeah.
He might be bottom 5, honestly.
I mean, he's probably not a top quarterback, but it's more like the whole team, like Tomlin, the coaching staff. Like I think Pittsburgh with Rodgers will know what to do and be very stable in this game, even on the road.
It's the
new head coach, Drake May. It's New England. I expect to make a mistake or two, even at home.
And I guess for me, it's more like I just don't expect Rodgers to be able to stay healthy with his advantage offensive line. They don't like. I just don't like that team. I think that team's a dead team.
The highest pressure rate in the interior defensive tackles as well, so I really just like that. That's a bad recipe for Rodgers for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Logan, your pick.
Okay, so we can't take our show pick because I like that Chiefs pick. But another one I just really like is the Vikings at -3. I think is a terrific bet. I think they're getting Carson Wentz, who's experienced. I think they have the better defense by far. Like, since he can put up points, and Browning's not terrible, but they don't have the defense. I think the Vikings can win this game a lot of different ways, where the Bengals have only one game script. They have to throw to Chase. They have to be explosive. And I've actually taken the over this week as well, just because I expect the Vikings offense to do more.
Aaron Jones being hurt scares me a bit, but I don't mind the play.
I guess it's more the quality backups of the Vikings, like including Mason, who we'll get to in DFS as well. Like, these guys have experience, and I just think their defense is very good. And they're going to blitz Browning, and I don't think he'll hold up.
Quick fire.
That was my thought on it too. Like, I think both these offenses with backup quarterbacks should still be able to run their offenses.
Yes.
Like you said, Chase and Higgins in the passing game, Browning has been shown to hit that.
Yeah.
I don't think Wentz is any worse than playing Darnold last year or starting McCarthy this year, 100%. Like, I don't think Minnesota's quarterback play actually takes a drop off at all.
Some people think it's better.
Should still be decent. It will come down to the defenses, and I trust Minnesota's defense to blitz more and make Browning more under pressure.
Brian Flores is a genius. Like, he's probably going to get
Brian Flores is aggressive. I don't call him a genius.
Yeah.
The man knows to bring pressure because that's what gives quarterbacks problems.
Yeah, okay. He's not
quarterbacks are not
creative,
really given
he's one of the best DCs in the league.
Zones.
He's one of the best DCs in the league for sure.
Agreed. Which is why I would trust. I like your pick. I was on my list. Is probably going to be my pick too, Logan. So
yeah,
good
you got a quick fire for 2, Gov.
I don't know if I got a quick fire. If you want quick fire, okay, just give me Detroit plus 4.5 over the Ravens.
I love that spot.
Let's start that right there. Even if it's a close game and Detroit loses, this could be a Super Bowl preview game. Honestly, like, if it were Detroit-Baltimore in the Super Bowl at the end of the year, I wouldn't really be surprised. But like, just give me that Monday night hammer. Give me Detroit plus the points. Yeah, I think their offense last week, maybe it was just the revenge game against Ben Johnson, but it seemed to get clicking. So Detroit should have the ability to put up points. We know the Ravens offense can put up points. So again, this is a game where I got to trust which defense I trust. I trust Detroit's defense more than Baltimore's defense right now. Which is crazy because Baltimore historically has a great defense. But this year it just doesn't look like it's there.
That secondary is not good. Jair Alexander is cooked.
Agreed. So like, if it comes down to defense, I'm going to take Detroit. So give me Detroit with the points.
Could I interest you just quickly, Gov? I got it on FanDuel, and this is why you should shop around. That's why I want to mention to the people, we use DraftKings just as a placeholder, but I got it on FanDuel at plus 5.5. And I smashed that. Like,
oh yeah, you can get more. 4.5 points? Like, yeah. Yes.
Well, I think that the Lions were who they were against Green Bay, but I do think they are also who they were against the Bears. So it's somewhere in the middle. Like, that's what I expect.
All
the
right.
Lions are somewhere in the middle, and I think 5.5 or 4.5 in your case is just too much.
And then I got another one.
What's it?
This one I don't feel as good about, but I do. Give me the Raiders plus 2.5.
Ah, you bastard! That the market
with no
hasn't had
Jaden
time
Daniels.
to
It's
respond.
now definitely going to be Mariota. Like,
Yep.
I think Geno, Genti. I think this could be Genti's breakout game. Looking at stats, this could be Genti's breakout game. Hasn't had a good one yet. Washington hasn't been good against the run. I could see a scenario where Vegas gets up and then run Genty the rest of the game to control this Washington offense.
Genty's been getting a lot of crap, but I think he's looked overall pretty good in that offensive line. Just sorry.
He just hasn't had a breakout thing. And I honestly, I wasn't expecting him to break big runs coming out of college.
You watch him play, he has tough runs. He's running people over.
Right. He's a bruiser. Like, sorry if he doesn't like it. He's a bruiser back. And so he's the guy who's going to get there on 20-plus carries.
He's NFL.
And so far, they haven't
sure.
given him that. But I could see a game here where he gets 21, 22 touches.
100%.
So, like, it's a dog. I got a couple of dogs, but I'll take them. So I got Detroit and Vegas.
I'll just say quickly again, because we're on a time crunch. I was listening to Chip Kelly right before this podcast, and he was basically saying, like, look, we came into this season on like a pitch count. We wanted to give the rookie like some confidence. We didn't want to just throw him to the wolves right away.
I heard the interview. He's like, in basketball, you call this load management.
Yeah. So you saw the exact same one.
I saw the interview, yes.
So if that's being talked about, the idea that they're going to ramp him up at some point is a very good one. And Gov has a point. If you're going against a backup quarterback, this might be the week where you actually are favorite. And no one's going to play this game either. So it's a sneaky DFS kind of play as well.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Logan, your next pick?
Okay, so my next pick. Okay. Let's see. I know I liked one here. Oh, yeah, this one. I want the Jags at -1.5.
I knew you were going there. Knew it wasn't going to fall.
Yeah, I think that the Jags are the better team. Obviously, the sportsbook agrees, but I think they're a far better team. And it's more the utilization of the Houston Texans. Like, their defense has been good. You expect their defense to be good with Ryan, but they're not even feeding their weapons right. Like, even Nico Collins had a bounce back. He looked somewhat better, but that was mainly inflated because of the touchdown. After that touchdown in the first, I don't think they got him involved. And I just don't – there just doesn't seem to be any kind of collusion or any kind of cohesion, rather, with the Houston Texans. To me, it's just strange. I don't like that team at all.
All right. And for my the last pick of the spread is going to be pretty I just feel like it has to be a get-right game. They don't need to win. They need to feel good about a win. Just give me the Chiefs -6. Like, I know 6 is a lot of points, and they rarely get up there. But I feel like this might be the game where they just drop 30 on someone finally, and they get over that whole thing.
Now, Donnie, I have to ask: is this like a 1990s like wrestling promo or something? Because you cut the most aggressive promo on the
no,
Chiefs.
It's infuriating. I'm infuriated with the Chiefs, but I think Mahomes and Reed have to get it right. Like, I trust the talent is there, the mindset is there in the building. I don't like what's going on because of how the roster's been built.
I know, but I know the timestamps for that review show, Donnie, and you went 10+ minutes on the Chiefs. So I
was 8 minutes.
I don't know.
It was 9:56. Trust me.
So I just want, because I do believe you. You are a Chiefs believer. Like, you do believe in that offense. But
I think they'll have 10 wins at the end of the season and squeak in the playoffs. Like, they're going to be a tough out, but they're frustrating.
I would think they're going to go over 10. All right. So I think we're good with the spread, so we can get over to the DraftKings lineup, right?
Oh, yeah, we can start a lineup builder.
And who has the first pick? Would it be Gov?
Yeah, since I went last, I do have the first pick. And
your screen is showing, Logan?
I'll say, Logan, you might want to black that. Oh, at least it's the dots. It's the dots.
It's dots. That should be good.
It's just dots. Dotson. We got dots in here.
It's a sign. We're playing dots this week.
Oh,
nope, take it off.
You with that Dotson password. It's very close to my actual password. You almost have
my bad. I'll just fill some dead air. So, like, we're gonna get ready for the lineup. I like what you said, Logan. Like, this week is definitely a little different. It's almost closer to week 1 in that there are a lot of inherent values on the slate. Misprices, like straight up misprices. And some of it is the quarterbacks due to the injuries and the fact that we have a lot of quarterbacks, but there's other injured players too. Like Aaron Jones is out. So Jordan Mason is showing up as massive running back chalk.
Yeah.
You've got
I think there's a lot of running
mispriced.
back value.
Yeah, there's even misprices at like wide receiver where guys who have been having solid years so far through 2 games have not been priced up yet because they're also not getting ownership when people are playing them. So it's like if no one plays the dude who went for 25 points, he doesn't go up $1,000 in price immediately.
Yeah. Well, that's what I
And
was
we
thinking.
sort of are having that even with names. Like I have one name that I'm very surprised is not almost 6K with what he's produced through 2 weeks and his past production, but he's still sub 5K as a wide receiver. Like there's good values all around in multiple positions still in week 3.
Which
So
is a good
we don't need to-
transition to like remind people how we draft. So what we do is we draft from our player pool, like our personal takes essentially, and then we reconstruct it together. And I really like that approach because it forces us to get our favorite picks in and then like kind of meld our ideas. I think we've been coming up with some good strategies. So it would be what, Donnie's pick? Right?
No,
No,
I'm the
Ghost.
first pick.
Oh, that's right. We
It'll
snake it
go
back.
me, then you, then Donnie
Right.
at the turn, then back. So like we're gonna get my first pick in. I kind of want to make it so that we can build this lineup however. So I'm going to plug in a low-owned play. So if we end up playing some chalky Mason or some chalky wide receivers, if we play a bunch of that Dallas-Chicago game, we'll be fine. I want to plug in Chuba Hubbard right now. There's my homer pick. Let's
Okay.
get it out of the way. He's been getting the carries. Rico's not being used. I don't think Atlanta's going to just stop the run. Chuba's had great games against Atlanta. Give me the volume at low ownership.
And I like that because everyone's going to fill that running back spot with Robinson, and for good reason.
Oh, yeah. Bijan Chalk is going to get filled. People are going to play Mason. Like right now, my projections are looking at Chuba's going to be sub 5%. Like there's no dude getting all the carries should be sub 5%.
And to be honest, the reason I like it, Govin, I've gotten some talk about it. It's because Chuba's been more involved in the receiving game than they thought. Like when they brought in Rico Dowdle, they thought
They figured it would be like a third down split, like what they're expecting from Ramondre and Travion.
Exactly. So even if not the Chargers, you wish they were the Chargers, but even if the Panthers have a bad week, like you still expect some usage and some workload.
Exactly. So like, let's get that out of the way. And he's not a horrible It's not like he's had good games and is 7K now. He's still right at 6K around all the rest of the running backs that are in play.
So give me Luke Musgrave, the value tight end. We found out late week that Kraft is not going to play. He's now basically they were expecting him not to play, and basically LaFleur came out and basically said don't expect him this week, and potentially looking at further weeks. So obviously, if he does play, that would change the lineup. But I like Luke basically at minimum this week.
I'll admit, like I saw the situation, but I was going to be digging deep to figure out the wide receiver that might receive more targets and more snaps.
And that's something we could
because like Kraft was getting good usage in the passing game, but I want to see the routes he was running and who would be more likely to run those routes. Because I don't think he was running routes straight out of the tight end spot where I can just plug in Musgrave. I haven't. Again, we're doing the show a day earlier than normal.
Yeah.
So I don't have all my research done on those, but that was something I was digging into was what is the receiving room for Green Bay going to look like without Tucker Kraft? Is it just going to be Musgrave plugging in? Or are we going to see more of like a Wicks or a Dobbs running those sort of like routes Kraft was running?
And I just want to be quick because we actually like have evolved this show and actually give you more strategy and perspective. I will like Green Bay at this point, their value guys are on my board this week in terms so I will be playing a lot of their wide receivers as well because someone's going to get usage. It's just like Musgrave opens it up for you guys in this drafting situation to do whatever you want now.
Yeah. I'm just going to throw in our quarterback and wide receiver duo.
You got a stack?
I got a stack. He was so efficient when he played last year, and I expect it to be a similar game plan. Just throw in Scary Terry, give me Mariota. I mean, they played so well together last year. I'm just going to bank on it.
Ooh.
Now, pour some cold water on it a bit, Donnie, where it's like we just saw Mac Jones put up like 26 points. So,
23.
Yeah. So where are you happiest if Mariota gets to?
If Mariota gets me 15 points, I'm fine. He just has to bring Terry with him. I need Terry to come with him and get me 15 as well.
And I wanted to do this so I could look at the wide receivers that we could have, like.
Debo's more expensive. I did look. Ertz wouldn't be bad.
Is he?
But we have a tight end. Debo's.
That's what I didn't know. I didn't know what the pricing was, so that's why.
61, McLaurin 58. Okay, yeah.
So I'll just take McLaurin. I think they want to get him involved in the offense. He hasn't been involved yet. Debo's not better than him. Just give me the guy who's cheaper.
I mentioned off the top of the show all the values at quarterback, and if it was that wide receiver, we might be able to play both. I actually forgot Tyrod Taylor is also starting this week.
Yeah, that is happening. That's definitely happening, Logan.
So wait, Tyrod is starting for the Jets, right?
Yes.
We have Tyrod starting. We have Mariota starting. We have
Carson Wentz
starting. We have Jake Browning starting. We have there's another backup starting, right?
Joe Flacco.
No, I mean like literally just like when Gabriel starts next week, that will be that scenario. Hold on.
And Gabriel also got some work, so there's a chance that game,
I feel like there was someone else I'm forgetting.
Maybe. But that's my point is like if it was a wide receiver, you might be able to jam both or something. But like with this quarterback situation, it's almost like you have to make a choice, I feel like, this week.
I'm looking at this lineup and my mind just filled it out in my head.
Also, Tyrod's not min-price. Tyrod's 48, so I'm not playing any Tyrod.
That's the thing. Some of these backups, they like somehow they knew.
Yeah. But that's my point. Like more the tiers. You have to decide.
Well, Fields was concussion, so you never knew if he was going to play this week.
Right. Browning happened early, you knew, and he has a pass, so he was probably going to be priced up anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so what did
I'm looking at it, Logan. I can fill this lineup out
and
make it
Mac
look good.
might
So
start.
what's
That's
your
the
next
guy.
pick?
That's the guy you're thinking of. Mac may play.
Who?
Mac Jones. He might.
Oh yeah, it was Mac Jones from last week. That's who it was.
Mac Jones.
So those are all the backups that are like. There's plenty of backups.
Purdy's actually fighting
to
play.
Week 3 and we've already got like 6 backup quarterbacks. That usually
that's
takes
what I'm
like
saying.
8.
Like this week, you have to decide what tier do you want to play your quarterbacks. And it's not even like what cheap guy. It's like what tier. I'm going to go with CD Lamb though. I think it's the highest scoring upside game. If this game doesn't score high, then this pick doesn't kill us, and that's what I like. It's a safe pick. It has a chance to blow up. Like even if he doesn't get 40, which is what some people are projecting, I mean that's just crazy. But if that game still fails, CD will still have to get there because the Cowboys would be presumably down in that game. So I like that pick.
I like this lineup. I actually had CD on my list to fill in. So I'm going to fill this in
list.
The way I'm looking. And I'll let you guys pick the defense and the flex.
Okay.
I want you to plug in Austin Genty and Roma Dunze.
Okay. I love that.
I love it too. One is super chalky and one is very different.
Yeah, one is going to be a 1% owned play. One is going to be super chalky.
And
both of them correlate with our lineup that we're building now.
It's a bring back, right? Yeah.
Yep.
It is.
We get a bring back from our Washington stack, and we get a mini stack from that high price, from that high point total game in Dallas, Chicago.
And that's going to be
chalky.
really...
Lamb and Odunze are chalky, but we have a very low owned stack and 2 super low owned running backs, so we could legit play whatever we want. For our last spots, we could play the straight chalk of, I believe it's Seattle and Jordan Mason or something.
Yeah, I would
if we really wanted to finish out this.
Make sure
you could finish this lineup any way you want.
It is your pick, Logan. I will let you know. I have a cheap defense I like, but we don't need it. But make sure you pick all the games.
That's something you have to.
Yeah, like I literally left you everything you can so we can adjust when we're done with the money extra. But like
I just want to say quickly, when I was watching that Lions Bears game, I texted Donnie mid game, so obviously the salary is going on. I said Roma Dunze looks like his number 1. Like I was going to play Rome this week anyways. the chalk cannot get high enough for me not to play some version of Cowboys and Chicago. I'll even play Swift if I have to be a little different. Like I'm playing a lot of this game.
Logan, who do you want here? Do you want defense? Do you want flex?
It doesn't matter to me.
You literally have all the money in the world. Like I said, there's value in every spot. Tight end. Like Odunze's basically played as wide receiver 1 over DJ Moore, and yet he's only 5,300.
I'll tell you that I like Seattle, and I think they will go underowned because if you're going up that high, you're just going to pay the extra 100 for the team that's got way more publicity.
Or you go just to the Vikings if you're not paying the top defense.
Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you another reason I like it is because Gov took Genty, right? And Genty is right around Kamara's price. So if people went with Kamara, they're probably not going to take the defense against Kamara. So that would be another leverage point for me as well.
So, all right, plug it in. Let's see what I can work with.
You got one pick here, I think. To me.
You have 7,700.
Yeah.
Which means you could still, what I believe, isn't Mason, how much is Mason?
54, I think.
Yeah, super cheap. So, you could literally play anyone that's not CMC and McCaffrey.
Yeah. So, I will say, do we want money to move anything around? Like, are we just happy with this lineup? Because I'll just throw the best player in.
I don't hate this lineup at all. So, you could just.
I don't hate it.
See, if we just want to eat up the rest of the salary, I'm 100% fine with just saying, hey, Puka in a game where.
I love Puka. I think he's the best receiver. I don't think we'll ever see him under 7K again in his career. I'll say that. This guy.
I will say, I think.
Puka, I like playing.
And Nico are all the same play, and I would coin flip it.
Yeah. See, I have a lot of Puka, but because I had so much of him, I'm getting off it a bit and attacking the same secondary I don't like and going Adams in personal, just to be a little different because I just don't like that Eagles secondary.
Now we should talk about it.
But I will put Puka in this lineup.
Okay. I was about to say you want to just random number generate it.
No,
you guys have any
like
problem? Let's say Puka's not there. Would you have any problems if it were Jefferson or Nico?
I would prefer Nico, but I don't mind either play. I'm actually playing Jefferson in personal as well, so I'm
set up the random number generator for 1 through 30.
I would play Justin in this lineup just because we're not playing Mason, and I think it would be an ownership play. But I think
it would be a great leverage ownership play off of Mason. I'll give you that. That's kind of why I like Jefferson. But I think all these plays are very solid. So I'm willing to random number generate 1 to 30. And we'll do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got that written down. And we'll just do it Puka, Jefferson, Nico. So 1,
but I don't
or all of that will go to Puka. And you just give me the number, and I'll tell you who our wide receiver is.
I really like Puka to play. I like attacking that Philadelphia secondary a lot. I don't mind playing. I'm playing some Jefferson, but if I play Jefferson, I'm playing I have Darnold.
No, and I agree. I think all of them have great merits to play. I like the Puka fact again, I would love to attack that secondary. I like the Jefferson fact because he will be great leverage off of the Mason chalk. And I love Nico because he's going to go overlooked over both those guys in a game against Jacksonville that could be a high-scoring game.
We do have a revenge narrative in that game, too. Christian Kirk is supposedly coming back in that game against his former team. And they ended on some bad blood because him and Trevor Lawrence were really close there for a while. And then the end of it just looked very weird.
Agreed.
I have a couple, since we built the lineup, I don't think we want to build the second. But I have value plays I kind of want to talk about.
Sure, we can go with that. We still got time.
Yeah.
My first value play, I really think it's an underpriced. I get the defense is really good, but a 5K running back in Judkins who got the majority work, I don't mind this week. 5K is just really
look at that. Yeah. I literally just traded away Judkins because he wasn't getting the majority of the work, and it looks like it's going to be a split all year.
He had 10 carries last week.
Dude had literally only 10 touches when there were 30 touches among all the running backs for Cleveland. I don't see how he got he didn't even get half the work.
It was the first week.
Wrong in the stats
no, it's his first weekend being with the team, and he got 10 carries already.
Okay, it's a running back. He got 10 random carries in that game.
I don't think
he
it was
He was
random.
not the starting running back. They were not a specific set. They just like, okay, here's your series.
Anytime he got on the field, he got the ball.
Like, I literally just traded him away because this looks like it's going to be a split the rest of the year.
Anytime he got on the field, he got the ball.
That's
my point.
Gov might have a point about it being a split.
So they wouldn't let him out there to do pass protection or be out there. They only put him out there to run. And those were
he
those
had 3 catches or 3 targets and 10 rush attempts on 20 snaps. So I think it's going to keep ramping up, and maybe not this week.
Yeah,
but
even then, there's 20 snaps. Like, again, I don't think you made it seem like, oh, he's going to be the number one guy, start getting 80% of the snaps and all that. Like, I don't think that happens till like week 14.
I think it's a lot sooner than week 14. I think it's ramping up very quickly.
I think you both have good points, but so I think you could be both right. The thing is, though, I don't think they're random touches. I do think they want to get him involved.
Well, I think that was
you're right. You're right. Like, random touches isn't what I like. I didn't mean that like random touches. Yeah. If anything, they're unrandom. Like you said, they're putting him out there, and when he's out there, he's the number one option. He's either getting the ball, or he's off on a target, or he's off on a route, or something. But the key is, he only played like 25 snaps in a 60-snap game. That's not even half of the time he was out there.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't see, like, that has to ramp up before I would even take the take that you had where it's like, oh, it's ramping up. He's going to start getting more. Like, I got to see that start to actually happen. Because it just looks like to me that they have a rookie that they're trying to get some touches. That's not making him, like
I think they're done with
I haven't seen anything from Jukins that makes me think that they're even gentying him. Like, this isn't holding him off for load management. This is a guy who, like, they just need to throw him out there and let him get some carries because he never went to training camp.
No.
It might be 2, 3, 4 weeks before he's at a 50%.
A play that I like more, same position, just $100 more. I think it's a good game environment to finally be his game. I know he had a good game last week as well, but I kind of like Rachaad White at 5,100 this week. I think you could play both Bucks backs this week. We've done it before, and I think this is a week you could also do it.
Really don't like, personally, just because the Bucks offensive line is so hurt, I don't like them at all this week.
Yeah, that's fair, but I think their game environment is good.
Maybe, but like when you're starting a right tackle who was only okay last week, and you have to start 2 new guards on the interior, specifically the guards for the run game. Like, if it were the guards that doing this and you said you still wanted to play Baker and Evans, I could maybe see it. But they're the run blocking, like, pushers, the guards up the middle. Like, I'm not so sure I like the run game for Tampa Bay this week.
I know why am I still hearing Bucky Irving? I don't get that as well.
Bucky's played well. I mean,
from the industry, like, people are still wanting to kind of flirt with playing Bucky. Those offensive line injuries really do scare me.
Like, Bucky's, and to be fair, like, Rachaad had an okay game last week, but it's not like he was getting, like, he just happened to break some runs in a game against it that they were playing well in.
He got the goal line touches. He got
he got 2 carries at the goal line.
Yeah, he had 30.
Bucky get 3 in the first game? Like, that just seems like a split.
Yeah, it is a running back split, but we've done it before. Like a big split.
That just seemed like, oh, this game we're just going to give Rachaad. I don't think they had that many goal line attempts.
They didn't have that many. You're right. They didn't. Like, have that many.
It's very fair that had they gotten to the goal line another time, it would have all just been Bucky.
But we've seen when the Buccaneers are winning, they'll tend to take Bucky's load off a bit, and I think they'll just win.
Yeah, when they're winning, they'll also put in Sean Tucker.
They will, but I think they both
won.
I think we might see, like, for the first time in a while. I know they closed out the year kind of like that. I think we might see Rachaad White up to about 45% of the snaps this week, though. And at 5,100, I'm not scared of that. I think White will get good touches.
I do have to talk about this because I do think it's like the most pivotal part about this lineup and about this week in general. It's like Mason is underpriced. I think we'd all agree with that. So it's like, what do we do with it? Because his ownership is going to reflect him being underpriced. So so you faded it under the, like, you just think it's bad chalk?
I'd rather play Jefferson. Like, I think I can get my value at quarterback, and I don't need to save on running back that much.
That's where I'm at too. That's where I'm at too. But
like, if I'm playing this Mariota McLaurin stack and then playing a cheap defense, I'm fine. And I do like some cheap defenses this week.
That's honestly why I like Carson Wentz, because I mean, it's direct leverage off the running back. And I do think if, like, say you did want to play a cheap quarterback, that would be a reason not to play Carson Wentz. You would go with a Mariota, or you would pay up, for a Browning, because you're like, well, I don't want to, lay my bet with the Vikings, but I think they'll actually have a good year. I mean, Gov mentioned how he thinks that Carson could be just as good as JJ at this point. Not like long term, but like, you don't see much.
Yeah, and it's not like that's a high bar to break. JJ had one good quarter and has kind of looked the last for those.
He's looked really bad for a lot of the quarters. Let's be honest.
Which is strange because
one good quarter.
And I was high on JJ, but like we've been so we basically, Caleb Williams takes all the shit every week, and he's looked pretty good for how bad that Bears team has let him down in some ways. Like, they're really hurt on defense, for example.
I've seen Caleb whiff throws, so I don't know about looking good.
Yeah, he's whiffed a lot of layups. He's good. He's good off script. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I was about to say, really what he whiffs is the layups. It's like a dude who can hit a three throwing it behind his head, no problem. But you give him an actual layup and he just rolls around the rim and off.
Yeah, I guess that's my point. Is like we just haven't found our medium with Williams.
The problem with JJ, I haven't seen him hit the layups, and I haven't seen him off script well. So
again, JJ is basically a rookie.
And he's been hurt.
You're right. I've just never been high on JJ, and now he looks.
No, I'm with you on that. Like I agree with you. I was not coming into the season very high on the Vikings because I didn't think JJ was going to even be at Sam Darnold's level or above.
And I
wasn't expecting them to take some step forward after last year. I think they way overachieved last year, and it got shown in that playoff game when they couldn't do nothing. But they still have a very solid team around it. So if the quarterback just doesn't fuck up, it can do well. And a rookie quarterback can come in and not fuck up, but he also can't do much else. And that's basically what JJ was doing, coming in and not fucking up, but doing nothing else. Carson Wentz can come in and not fuck up. And we've seen him take a team to a Super Bowl when he had to do one or two things here or there. So I think this Minnesota team could be at least as good as it was with McCarthy.
I'll get us out on this, like my last kind of topic, unless you guys had something. But I really thought Caleb was going to be chalky coming into the week as a quarterback, and I think all these injuries kind of opened up value. And so I love playing Caleb Williams even more this week.
I think my big leverage this week is Drake May. Like, I'm playing Drake May again. He won me last week, and maybe I'm just chasing that again. But I don't see a world where he's not giving me 20 against that Pittsburgh team.
Recency bias is a thing, but if you believe that the recency is more of a trend, then it can be a good thing.
Like 5,300 for a quarterback, really, you don't need him to go crazy anyway. So I'll just take somebody who I think is very talented.
I still probably need 20 points out of him.
Right. I don't see that. Like, if he fails and that the Patriots lose if he fails, and I picked him in my spread, so that kind of is counterintuitive if I'm like, I don't want to play any Drake May.
The offense has looked better as a whole, and I don't think he's capped his rushing upside. So, like, but you need to start seeing that rushing upside for him to really hit that consistently, I think. But it's okay to believe in it if that's the guy really in your player pool.
It's definitely biased, but he's in my player pool.
Yeah, but bias can be good. Like Monday Night Football, for example, the Lions and the Ravens play. Like when I play Showdown, my Lions bias is going to come in handy when it comes to Showdown because I know that team, better than some, and it can be good or bad in either direction.
God, we're going to have like a 45% owned Isaac Tesla in Showdown on Monday. You just made me realize that.
That's what it is. Because Campbell's been talking him up to every press conference. He's like, sorry, guys.
He's going to be 2K. He's going to be the cheap guy that gets plugged into every single lineup. I already can tell.
Yeah. He'll probably be plugged into mine
pricing,
too.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Right. I mean, honestly, he'll be plugged into mine most likely too. Do you guys have anything else you want to mention?
Nope. I got to get ready for work.
I just left work.
Minutes, but I got to get ready too.
Yeah. These guys got to go back to work. I just got off of work, so that's why you saw my camera go off. I'm glad we could squeeze it in. If you guys appreciate it, though, appreciate our effort. Like and subscribe on the way out. We're out of here, guys. Take care.
See ya.
Peace out, everyone.